If the Democratic Party should defy the odds and somehow manage to retain control of the House, there is some evidence tonight that Nancy Pelosi might face trouble retaining her post as Speaker. Correspondent James Rosen tracks the first footprints of a new species, the anti-Pelosi Democrat.
Pelosi was never my choice for Speaker for 2 cycles in a row.
In fact, 4-term Democratic Congressman Jim Marshall has voted for Nancy Pelosi to be Speaker, but so conservative is Georgia's 8th district that Marshall is now touting his opposition to her.
Jim Marshall doesn't support Nancy Pelosi. Jim Marshall worked and voted against Pelosi's $1 trillion health care bill.
Marshall told Fox News he's not running against Pelosi per se, just seeking to neutralize the resident issue Republicans have created by tying all Democratic candidates to the House Speaker. Yet Marshall still hedged when Megyn Kelly asked if he thinks Pelosi has been a, quote, good speaker.
It's a real challenge for somebody who comes from a district that is as liberal as Ms. Pelosi's district to govern from the middle, which is where we need people to be governing.
I've heard my constituents, and they don't want a liberal running the House. They want a conservative.
Vulnerable first-termer Bobby Bright in Alabama is also pledging to oust Pelosi as Speaker, as are at least 4 other House Democrats from New York to Oregon. It's a survivalist tactic in a potential wave cycle whose atmospherics strongly favor the GOP, but this sudden growth of weeds in Pelosi's own garden is also a measure of the unfavorable view of her across the country, which stands in 3 national polls at 56% or higher.
Well, I think a lot of members want to prove their independence from leadership, and I think there are a lot of voters right now looking for that. They don't want a rubber stamp.
State Senator Roy Herron, a Democrat gunning for a House seat in rural Tennessee, told Fox News his jump aboard the anti-Pelosi bandwagon provoked a response from party leaders.
The day that it was reported that I would not support either Speaker Pelosi or Mr. Boehner for Speaker, it was announced that some of the TV ads that had previously been bought would not go forward. If that's the price of being independent, then it's a price I'm prepared to pay.
Most analysts agree Nancy Pelosi is one of the most effective speakers in modern times in terms of steering her agenda items to passage. From there, it depends on your point of view, whether you see her high disapproval ratings as an anomaly, Shannon, or as a direct result of her efforts.
And whether or not she'll disapprove of these members who are now breaking free.
Yes.